My name is Rejoice, founder of Spreadsheet Hub. Our aim is to design a simple to use spreadsheet that helps your business to manage record keeping, saving you both time and money. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you will be the first to get notification when new videos on simple record keeping templates is being posted. So don't forget to click like and subscribe. So this is a demonstrative video on how to use the school management system. This is a school management system designed in Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is offline-based software that every laptop has. That's from a Microsoft Office. You don't need internet for this to work. Now, what's the benefit of this school result management system? The school result management system, it helps your school save the printing cost of school report card every term and every academic year, and it helps your teachers get accurate. It reduces the amount of errors made by school teachers and the stress your teachers go through at the end of school term. So this is meant to help boost your school and also save your school the cost of printing paper and lettered office. When you come to an office, you see a bunk of school report card and all that. This system is meant to save you all those stress. So this is a demonstrative video on how this works. In the first part of this video, I showed us how to collaborate with our teachers using Google Drive. This system works offline. Then we want to collaborate with teachers so that when the teachers are working on their school reports or their school results, you are seeing it from your own end. Click on the link below to watch the first part of this video on how to collaborate using Google Drive. Google Drive is a collaborative tool. It is free. If you have a Gmail account or a Google account, you are entitled to a Google Drive and you are free to use it. So this Google Drive can be used on the phone and it can be used on the laptop. But this system, school management system, is on your laptop. You need a laptop for it to work. Then if you are going to use a Google Drive for your teachers that doesn't have a laptop, then they need to download on their phone a Google Drive to be able to work with this. So click on the link to see how that works, how you collaborate with your teachers. So when you open the system, this is the first interface you see. This interface allows you to log into your classes. As a school manager, you have the ability to change password and issue password to every member of your team. So you have that access to do that. So when you click on login, you'll be given access to log. If you hear this is a different classes we have here. So you are having ability to log in into your specific class. So when you log in, what will be open will be first term. When you log in, you will see first term, second term, first term report card, the way you have report card for first term, second term, and third term. First term broadsheet, the report card, second term broadsheet, the report card, third term broadsheet, the report card, and the cumulative report for every term. So when you are done logging in, this is what you will see in your broadsheet. Your broadsheet has buttons, and this is the look and feel. This is the look and feel of your broadsheet. And this is your overall summary. That is the number of subjects, total obtainable, the summary of all that, of the overall summary of the results. So the second thing here are the buttons. I will explain how these buttons work. Here, the first button we have here is click to insert student picture. This click to insert student picture. If your school report card, like the school we have here, their report card comprises of students' pictures. If your school does with students' picture on their report card, you can use this to insert pictures of the students. How do you do it? You select the student name or click on the student's name. If you see here, I have selected this student's name. This will now insert the picture associated with that student. I will click on this to search for student picture. This is a student picture I want to insert. I will click on yes, then I'll click OK. This will automatically insert this picture to this student on this broadsheet. Okay, so make sure that you select the name and the picture associated to the name so that you don't select a different student's name and put it into a different picture name. Then the next button we have here is export button. This export button help you to get this report card ready. 1, 2, this export button help you to export this spreadsheet and send to your teachers, because this spreadsheet, the whole of this system can't work on your teacher's phone except those of them that are using a laptop. For some of them that is using a phone, the whole of this system will not work because it's heavy. It only works on a laptop. So to reduce the weight of these, you have to export it and send to those teachers so that they can use their phone and use the Google Drive on their phone to enter their student details. Then you can now use this import all score to import. Remember that the previous video, when your teachers are inputting, you are seeing it in your Google Drive. Then now to import the data you are seeing on your Google Drive, you use this to import it. I will show you a demonstrated video. Then the next one here is clear scores. If I want to clear these scores to get this spreadsheet ready for the next academic year or for the next report, this helps me to clear the student data, and this helps to clear all the scores. For example, I want to clear this data on this sheet to get it ready for, if you look at the data we have here, is 2023/2024, and we are now in a new academic year. I will click to clear this data. But before you clear this data, make sure that you have exported the academic year. Do you want to clear the exam list? I will say yes. It will clear the student information. Then to clear all the scores, I'll click here. Do you want to clear scores to prepare the sheet for new entry? I will say yes. But if you say no, it will not clear it. So I will say yes, and it will be cleared successfully. So this here is now an empty sheet. This is now an empty sheet. If you look here, what you will see here is an empty sheet. I have deleted every scores I have here. That is the function of these two buttons, is to clear. This is to insert picture. I want to export this sheet and send it to the teachers to be able to use it. What will I do? I will click export. And if you see here, when you click export, it's going to generate the name of the sheet you are exporting. Then it will now add the academic year you are in. This is 2024/2025 academic year. So it will automatically generate this name and academic year you are into, so that when you send the teacher this, the teacher will know that we are working on first term academic reports. Okay, then I will save it. So if you want to save it, you go to that drive. By now, I know you have watched the previous video to see how to install the drive on your computer. I will go to my drive and click on my drive. Then I will click save to save it on my drive. So when I click save to save it it will be saved on my drive. Then I will share this to my teachers using my browser. So I will click save. It has been exported. I'll click OK. Then import. The sheet we just exported, the sheet we just saved is in our drive. I want to share it to my teachers. I'll go to my Google Drive, click my drive. This is what we just saved. Then I will click to share to. I'll click share. This is the number one way to share to your teachers. I'll click share. Then I will share to them on my WhatsApp, because majority of my teachers has WhatsApp. So I will click and share to their WhatsApp. I will select the person I want to share to. I will share to, maybe I want to share to this person, and I also want to share to this person. I want to share to my teachers. Mind you, you are sharing this to teachers of primary 6. The teachers of primary 6 only. So each report should be shared to the teachers of that. Each spreadsheet to be shared to given to the teachers of that class. Please don't mistakenly give primary 6 to primary 1, because it will not work. As they are typing, you will not see. I will click send, or I will send a message. This is a spreadsheet. This is sheet for your class. Then please input your student results. Then input your student results, and you say, just give them a message. If you like, you give a message, drop a message. If you don't like, you don't need to drop. You can just send it without any message and send to them. But it's best to send a message, so when they see, they will know it's coming from you as their school administrator or whoever that is sending it. Then the second way to send this to the teachers is go to the browser. Remember the browser you opened. I taught you how to open a browser using your school name in the previous video. You go to that browser. Let me open the browser I opened my business name with. Then you go to the browser. That is your Google Chrome or your browser that used your school name to open. Click on these hamburgers, these Google apps. Click on it. Then this is the online version of the Google Drive that is on your laptop. Teachers also can download it on their computer. If you watch the previous video, I have a detailed video on how you do that. Then I'll click on the drive. Remember that the Google browser you are going to open is the one you used your school name to save. The online version of the Google Drive that is on your laptop, the one you downloaded and installed on your laptop. But this is the offline one that is in your school browser, Then I'll click on it. So if you click on it, it is open. You will see the one you just saved. Remember the spreadsheet we just saved. So I can now share this to my teachers. I will click on these 3 dots. I'll click on it, then click on share. When I click on share, remember the first share we did is sharing directly from our computer to their WhatsApp. But this one I'm sharing from online version using a link to share to them. I'll click share. So I will either type their email address. Remember, for them to work with you, they need to have an email address, and they have Google Drive. So whenever email address, Google email address. So it's the same Google that gives you a free email address and also gives you free Google Drive. So the teachers doesn't need to pay for it. So encourage your teachers to open an email and also download a Google Drive. This is very easy for collaboration between your school. I will put an email here, or I will copy a link. Mind you, before you share this link, you need to remove restriction. If you want it to be restricted, it will be restricted. The only access you are giving is the person with this email address here. The person that you are going to give email address, that is the person that has access to it. But if you want to share it to all the teachers, maybe we have subject teachers, and you want to share it to all the subject teachers, okay? You can just, anyone with this link, I'll click on it. Then I'll give them access. If you give them viewer access, they will not be able to enter. They'll just open and be looking at it because they can't write anything on it. Always give them editor access. Always give editor access. These editors access allow them to input their students' scores and their students' names, everything. Okay? Then I will copy this link and share to their WhatsApp. They will use it on their WhatsApp as a link. They'll click on the link on their WhatsApp and it will open. I think I gave a detailed video on how they do that in the previous video. The next button here is import. Let's assume your teachers has done inputting their students' scores, everything. I want to import it into the spreadsheet so that I can be able to get the students' report card, because you need the data for the report card to work. All right, you need a data for report card to work. From this report card, you know the way teachers analyze student report on a spreadsheet, then input on their report card. So this is the same. Spreadsheet analyzes when they put their students' data, and then the report card is generated from what the teacher has inputted, from the data the teacher has inputted. So I want to import all the scores. I'll click import all scores. I will go back to the same sheet the teachers has inputted their results. For example, where the teachers has written the file I shared that teachers has written their students, this is on my Google Drives and this is the sheet. So make sure that the sheet you have to import is correct. because if it's not correct, it will not import, it will give you error. So since it's primary 6 first term score, and what I want to import is also primary, I want to import it into primary 6 first term score too. So I will click on it, then I'll click open. The fix and the ranges has imported successfully. I'll click OK. Whoa, every detail has imported to the sheet. The student has been imported. Then the second important thing is that we want the student's name to be the same throughout the whole term, throughout the whole academic year. The first term, the second term, the third term. We want, as Esther is the first student in this first term, Esther should remain the first person in second term, and Esther should remain first person in third term. You know the way we do our school register, whereby the student assume the same roll number throughout the academic year. This is how the spreadsheet works. The student must assume the same name, the same roll number throughout the academic year. So what you will do is that when you are done preparing for your first term and you are getting ready for the second term, please, Esther is number 1 in this spreadsheet. Esther should also take number 1 in the second term spreadsheet. In the second term spreadsheet, you see here, Esther is also taking the first person, the first row number in this spreadsheet, the first student in this spreadsheet. And if you go to the third term, Esther is also the first person or the first student in this spreadsheet. This is because the cumulative results work with students' name. It extracts students' overall score per term using their names. So the cumulative score is working with this first term names because it assumes that the names are the same throughout the spreadsheet. So please and please, for the cumulative to work properly and get the proper and correct analysis, your students should have assumed the same row number. All you need to do is copy it, Control-C in your computer. Then you go to second term and paste it. Do the same with third term. You go to third term and paste it. Then by doing so, the cumulative report will now calculate using the student name, because the cumulative is working with first term. All the names is the first term. It assumes that these names are the same in the second term and is the same in your third term. So please and please make sure that your students assume the same row number throughout the academic year. For this to work, the cumulative to work very well, all the spreadsheet, that is the broadsheet, needs to have the same name throughout. If a student leaves the school in second term, please don't delete the student's name. Please don't delete the student's name. Please leave the student's name throughout the academic year. Maybe the next year, then you can remove the student from your broadsheet. The next important button on this sheet is import subject scores. This subject scores works with, if you have subject teachers, you have different teacher for English, you have different teacher for French and all that, and you have imported this sheet, and there is a teacher that is yet to input his or her data in that sheet, and eventually the teacher is done inputting and say, I'm done inputting. What you will do is to click this button. This button is going to import only that subject teacher's reports. Okay, it's only going to import that subject teacher data. For example, this is English and this is French, and I have inputted all the scores. You see, agric science, basic science, I have inputted all the scores, but that of French is not ready and is not inputted yet. I can click here to choose the subject of the teacher. All I want to do is go back to that sheet that I shared to the teachers and click on it. It will only select the information of the French teacher and input it to the system. So I will click on it. Then this is the score sheet I inputted the first place, but the French teacher's information is not there, but he has submitted it now. So I will click on it and click open. The fees range has inputted successfully. I'll click OK. You see, it has imported the French teacher's subject for me only. It has imported this French teacher subject for me only. That is the only subject it imported now. It didn't change this. It didn't change the other ones. Just the French that it imported. So this works. It doesn't matter the subject. If it's your first subject is maths, the second one is, it doesn't matter. The subject written here doesn't matter. What matters is the button you are clicking. Make sure that it's associated with that subject. You are free to change all the subjects to your own school or class subject. So that is the function of this report. That's the function of this. This button is associated with 20 subjects. So this sheet is calculating 20 subjects. It calculates more than 20, but what we have limited it from now is 20 subjects. Then here is another important thing here. That is your overall summary. For you to get your average, student average, remember that student average is divided by the number of subjects. To get average is by number of subjects divided by the total score. If let's assume this school offers 16 subjects, so the 16 subjects is going to, all the scores here are working with 16 subjects. So please, this total is calculating the total scores of each of the subjects. That is what this total is doing. But for you to get your cumulative, your class score and all that, you need number of subjects. Make sure you input the accurate number of subjects for your class. Okay, so as you input the number of subjects for your class, it automatically calculates your average and then position the students, and then it will give the comments of this. This number of subjects help to summarize your students' average grading system, position, and give them the accurate position. So please make sure to input the accurate number of subjects. Okay, so it's a very simple to use spreadsheet. It's not complicated. If you watch the video from the beginning till now, you understand that it is not complicated. Now, the teachers is done with inputting their student scores in their spreadsheet. This buttons is the same with first term, second term, and third term. All these buttons is the same function in all the spreadsheet. Then the next thing, as the teachers are done inputting their students' data, let's head over to the report card, generate our student report card. I will click the report card for first term. This is generating report from first term and not second term. I'll go to the first term report card. Forget about these numbers. They are random numbers I just inputted. Okay, let's assume I want to generate a report card for a student. If I want to generate a report card for a star, I will click on it. It will generate a star's scores from the spreadsheet. Okay, from the broadsheet. This will generate the scores of Esther from the broadsheets. Esther doesn't have a picture. That is why you didn't see any picture. The picture that was here was associated with another person's name. So the name here, Esther, doesn't have any picture. So remember that is the data you inputted in the spreadsheet. That is what it will generate for you. If you look at gender is male and Esther is a female girl. I don't know if a man is answering Esther, but it generated the name, the scores based on what the spreadsheet gives. So as you are entering your students' detail, please careful to do it. Okay, and this is for first time and it's showing me third time. I intentionally did this so you will know that any information you inputted is what it will generate. Okay, so it has generated Esther's information for us. Okay, this is the first term test total, the second term test total, that is the first term total. So this is how it all generates information. Now I want to print this report card. This print here prints only one report card. That is, it's going to print only Esther's report card. But if I'm going to use print more than one, it's going to print every report card that is in this spreadsheet. Every name that is in this spreadsheet is going to print each and every one of them out. So if you are going to print, the academic year is over, the school term is over, and you want to print the whole student report card at the same time, you just click here, it prints all of them at the same time. Then if you want to print, oh, there's this student that came back, he wants his result, I can just select the student's name and print it out from here. So let's go one first by printing only one person's report card. I will click to print. It will take me to my laptop and it will ask me to choose where I want to save this. I want to save it in my pictures. I'll click here. That's where I want my. So I will advise you create a file, a folder. If you create the folder, if it's for primary 6, you name the folder primary 6. Let's assume I've created this folder now. I've created this new folder and I will name it. I will name the folder first term card. Either you write report card or card, anything you want to write. I'll write it first term because I already have a first term report card somewhere, so I don't want to save it. So for 2024. Card for 2024. Let's this is 2024 academic, 2025 academic year. So I have put this file. So every of primary 6 will be saved in this primary 6 first term. So I will click save. So you see the report card for Esther has been printed. I will click OK. Let's go to the file we just opened. Let me go to where I opened that file. If you see here, primary 6 first term report card, I'll click. This is Esther's report card. I'll open it. So this is the look and the feel of the report card. This is the look and feel. This is what the parents will see when you send this report card to them. This is what they will see when you send this report card to them. You can just send it on their WhatsApp. You can also print it if you want to print it out. But if you want to make it digital to send to them, you can as well send it to them on their WhatsApp or on their emails, on their WhatsApp, on their emails and all that. So now the second part is to print all. We want to print all the students in my first term. I don't want to be printing the one after the other. I want to do a bulk printing. I'll click print. I will be asked to choose. I want to choose where I want this to be saved. Remember I have opened a folder for primary 6. So I will still go back to that folder so that every information will be saved in primary 6. I'll click OK. And I'll click OK. So it's printing all the students. So it will take a while to print because it's doing a bulk printing. When it's done printing, it will alert you that it is done printing. This has done printing. It's showing you that it's printed. Each report card has been selected, has been saved as PDF in the selected folder. So place you selected, it has been. So if you look here, each report card has been saved. Okay, each report card has been printed. If you say okay, let's now go to the place where those 8 report card has been. So if you look here, the 8 report card has been printed, and the sweet part of this is it is saved with each of the students' name. If you look at each report card, you know the way report card, the paper booklet of report card has each of the students' name. So this is saved with each of the students' name in this report. That is the sweet part. That is how the print more than one prints for you. It takes time because it has to do a lot of work, but print only one doesn't take much work. And mind you, when you are printing more than one report card, make sure that this file or the folder where you want to save it is an empty folder so that it doesn't repeat a student's name. And when you repeat a student's name, it should show you error that there's a repeated name, and it will stop working. So please make sure you are saving more than one in a clean folder or anywhere you want to save it. Make sure that the name of the person you want to save is not in that folder at all. So that is it on. So Now, another thing is that if you don't want to import what your teachers has done, you want to like do it manually. This helps to do automate it fast. But if you want to do it manual, remember that this is school grading system. Every sheet is meant to suit your grading system. If your school only have first CA and second CA, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're choosing the accurate report. Let's say this school is offering 40, and I will choose the school is offering 40. How about if my school is offering only 3 CAs? It's not offering 4 CAs. It's offering only 3 CAs. What I will do is I will depend on the grading. Maybe the 3 CAs are 10, 10, 10, which is 30. Then if it's offering only 1 CA, let's say it's offering only 1 CA and the total of overall CA of the school is 40. Let's assume overall CA of the school is 40 and it's only one test that we are taking. That is the CA. If your school is offering 2 CA, that is 15, 15, that is 30, 30, or 20, 20, that is 40, then I am entitled to choose whatever my school is offering. So this is meant to fit every grading system of every school. If you're offering 40, just choose your 40 marks. That is, you're using only 1 CA. If you're using 20, 20, please choose only 2 CAs. If you're using 10, 10, 10, that is 30, please choose only 3. If you're depending on this, all it matters is please choose the number of CAs your school is using. And if your school is using 30, is using 70, please come here and change it to 70. If your school is using 30, come here and change to 30. The most important thing is that the overall total should be 100. It shouldn't be more than 100. As a school system, we all know that is over 100%. That is subject total for the academic year, for the academic term. So please make sure that accurate number you are picking is what your school is going for. If you are going for first and second, please make sure the numbers are for the first and second. If you are going for only 1, make sure that is 1 and the score is correct. With that, you will get your accurate report for the academic year. So I believe I kept to my words. If you want to get a demo to know if it's what suits your school, please just click on the link below. It will bring you to my WhatsApp. Then you can get a demo and see if it's what fits your school. So please, if you like this video, please like, comment, and give us a thumbs up so that this YouTube can show this to schools to save schools the stress of printing report card. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.